Well, is the culture war finally shifting in the favor of the general public as Samantha Bee is canceled via TBS in her full frontal in her latest collapse of late night TV shows? Have you ever seen that show? No one's watched this show ever, and that's why it's being canceled. I don't know a single person in my life that's ever been like, hey, did you watch the latest Samantha Bee? I mean, she is killing it up there. She is hilarious. No. Why? Because they're all the freaking same. Daily Show. I can't even rattle them off because I don't watch them anymore. I used to watch late night. I used to love late night TV comedy because it felt like it was Hollywood's attempt at trying to normalize being human to them. Like it made them seem like they were like normal human beings that they would have funny interviews and they would show how down to earth they are. They're not just pompous up their own you-know-what actors, but they're real people. This is my favorite. This is from her quote. To our loyal fans, wherever they are, whoever they are, and if there are loyal fans, we love you. You're very special, she added. Go home and go home. Go home and go home in peace. Go home and go home in peace. What? That was a written statement. That wasn't just like, okay. Samantha Bee isn't funny. She just isn't. And you can have the most expensive writers in the room and she still won't be that. Is late night shows actually collapsing? Will they finally shift to be more moderate as opposed to just being another Trump hating network? It's so boring. We get it. You hate Trump. Blah. Like, you guys are more obsessed than Trump supporters are with Trump. Like, it's just so ridiculous. It's like the same show over and over forever. That's why no one watches it. Honestly, it seems like The Daily Show, Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon now, apparently, that other big guy on CBS. Big as in a big, huge show that everyone watches. It just seems like every show's the same. That Netflix show, I can't even rattle them off. They're all the same. It seems like they all have the same writers that get in a room and they write all the same lame jokes about how dumb Republicans are and they're a bunch of white supremacists, blah, blah, blah. You fill in the blank. It's not funny. It's boring. It was funny for like the first week and then you're like, okay, there are other things in the world. Let's make another joke. Oh, we're talking about Trump again while Biden's in office. Oh, you're not actually critiquing Biden like administration. You're not critiquing anything that's going on in the world currently. We're talking about people who aren't even in power or in charge, or it's like a new thing about Mitch McConnell or something. It's just like even Republicans don't like Mitch McConnell. So these things are failing. The culture war is sliding. A lot of companies are going to go down because they're going to see it as a moral justice for them to keep promoting diversity and equity, even if their show sucks. And that's a good and a bad thing. Bad thing because you might lose some great institutions and are like Disney, like just going down with the ship. It seems like this is another W in the cap. This is like a CNN. We should have like an RIP CNN list of CNN Plus list of names. We'll call it the CNN Plus list. Just going down with the ship. People are tired of it. People are tired of the crap. People are desiring more genuine conversation. That's why people come to people like myself or other YouTubers that are being more honest and more serious and can critique both sides. Like I'm not married to Republican or Democrat. And so if I think something's stupid, I'm going to say it. Like, what the heck? What are your thoughts on Samantha Bee? Did you ever watch her show? My hope is that your answer is no, unless you watched it completely ironically. Because that's the only way I would have watched it. I just remember like one of her clips of her like attempting to do comedy from her backyard during the pandemic. I don't know. She's lame. I hope you guys have a great day. And this is a W.